Welcome to the Art of Rebounding, where setbacks become setups and your bounce back is your breakthrough. I'm your host, Harold Lefty Williams, former pro athlete, motivator, and believer in second chances. Each week, we'll dive deep into stories and strategies built on positioning, persistence, and purpose to help you rise, rebuild, and reclaim your next chapter. This isn't just a podcast. It's your permission to rise again, and this time with purpose. Man, I got my brother from another mother. So I don't even know how to even do your open because you are, bro, like I'm serious, bro. Like you're a phenomenal writer.
Thank you, man.
A director, a phenomenal actor, a phenomenal director too. Let me put phenomenal on all of it.
Hey, man, appreciate it.
A phenomenal artist who, I got an official Maldonado.
Yeah, you do. Yes, you do.
I do. Yes, I do.
Yes, you do.
Man, music. Score and man, everything,
man.
Shout out to man, just ladies and gentlemen, my bro, Allen Maldonado.
Man,
welcome to the show,
man.
bro.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man, you already know.
I'm happy for you, man. This show's dope.
Oh, thank you,
I'm
man.
happy for you. You get the opportunity to, inspire and speak. So, I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, man. So let's take it from the beginning because your story, you are a rebounder.
Yeah, several
times.
Several times off the glass. You know what I'm saying?
And then hold on, let me put a disclaimer before you go there. There's some entertainers who cannot hoop. He not one of them.
Yeah.
Bro ran a marathon and then came and played in the league with me.
Yeah, that was my best game.
And was cooking.
Yeah. No, man. I guess we can start there. Basketball being my first love.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the thing. I guess the engine that was built, that was able to build this career of doing over 100 movies, TV shows, and cartoons was built through basketball, where I was a Boy Scout.
What?
I was a Boy Scout. Yeah. So I warn everyone, I don't try to out-white boy me, because, I'm out there with the best of them. I was almost Eagle Scout. Yeah, I was real serious. Okay. I was a Cub Scout, no, for real. I was serious.
I'm not that nature guy, right?
It's all, and I am. Listen, so when we did the, on Wonder Years where I played the Boy Scout, it was like a full circle moment for me. And he was like an Eagles, the whole nine. So that was special to me just to kind of bring those two together. But I'll tell this story. It was it was my freshman year. I was walking my crush from middle school.
Uh-oh.
She had just broke up with her dude, and it's all right, I'm walking her home. This is my
showtime.
Yes, game time. Let me see what's going on. So we talking, and everything is going great until I said I was a Boy Scout. And the disgust. The disgust. I'm talking about.
You said you
quit right at that moment. I quit. I was another person. She saw the uniform. It was nothing. All my cool points was out the window.
Oh, man.
So I quit Boy Scouts at that moment and became a basketball player. So I never played any organized sports. So basketball, I would just go hoop in the backyard or around the way with the homies, but never organized. Never, not any inkling of any organization. So I remember this day because I went to my mother and I asked her. I told her rather. I said, "Hey, I'm trying out for the basketball team," and she looked me dead in my face and was like, "Hey, don't be surprised if you don't make the team." I just was like, wait a minute. Yeah. Right. Yeah. All of that. So, 2020 hindsight, whether it was my mother really knowing me as a kid or just understanding what would blossom from that, I don't even think she knew. I think she just was being honest because
Right.
I was a Boy Scout. Like she know how hard I go at things. So I think it was an honest thing. I did not take it as honesty. I took it as a challenge. So I woke up every day to prove my mother wrong. So I found the dude in the neighborhood. You know, there's always that one cat that's dribbling the ball. It was you. I found the Lefty of the neighborhood. And I was like, yeah, teach me how to play. So I spent all summer, you know, this is a long story, but we'll get to it.
Yeah.
So I spent all summer practicing with him. Come tryouts, I made the team, and my boy that taught me didn't.
Whoa.
And he played like on AAU teams.
Whoa.
And I was so flabbergasted and also didn't want to go home with misinformation. So I ran up on the coach. Like, hey, like, I just want to make sure, like, is this,
right?
yeah, like, it's my name. He was like, your name is on it. He was like, yeah, you make the team. He said, but Allen, you suck. I said, and then my man, I'm like, why is all of these adults being so honest with me right now?
Yeah.
What is it up with me where it's like, oh, tell him the truth.
What on my face say I could take it?
Yeah, and then before I could be like react, he was like, listen, man, I know you suck, but you made the team because you make everyone around you work harder. And he was the first person to identify that was an amplifier. I got it tattooed on my arm. It's from Coach Sipe. So it would be basketball that would be something that I was completely not bad at. Like I didn't. That was all effort. Like I'm talking about all hustle. People hated when I played defense. Like I was annoying because it was all. I didn't have nothing else with energy. You know, you fast forward through hard work, consistency, and just an obsession to get better and sort of fast track these guys that's been playing since they were like 6.
Yeah.
You know, I decided like, what can I do? So I did nothing but shoot threes. So come my senior year, I was the best shooter on my team and I broke the school record in threes. And like I remember I was terrible. So if it was a layup, I was doing Steph Curry fast break threes back in '97. You know what I'm talking about? Like because it was like, don't go for that layup. It was a 0% I was gonna make the layup, and it was probably about a 75. So I was shooting like 75%. Like it was crazy because I didn't play a lot. I was like a 6-man off the bench come summer league, but and shout out to Montreal because he didn't beat he broke the school record. Like he hit 8 threes like the 3 or 4 or 5 games later. But what I'm saying is that I knew that wasn't what I was naturally gifted for, but I worked extremely hard at it. And when it was my senior year in high school, I got into acting class and I felt like a fish in water. And I knew instantly, it was like, this is what I'm supposed to do. I learned through basketball the system, or rather, championship routine to apply to acting.
So you felt like you could hold your breath and live there forever without even having to come up for air.
As far as what? What do you mean?
What you said, you felt like you were a fish.
Oh yeah, like it just was the most. It was the most natural thing that I had ever done, you know, and I just did something that was completely unnatural, which is basketball. Like that was where I was assessing it from, because I'm like, this took me years to get to a certain skill level, because this is a skill. Acting, it was like, I had this thing, you know what I'm saying? Like I got to be able to pick up dialogue. I was writing, like I wrote like 14. I took over like the theater department. They hated me because it was my senior year, and like people.
Let's jump to your writing,
Man.
because it's too much talent here. Like it's like, no, seriously, like it's so much. So you had, where do I go? Do I want to go to your mentor first, or do I want to jump to your right? Let's jump to your writing and then make it make sense to the mentor. Because I believe one of your mentors was on that show, right?
Well, no, my writing mentor who taught me how to write was named Michael Caine.
Right.
He wrote all the right moves for Tom Cruise.
There you go.
And I was in an acting showcase where I was, I think I may have did like a comedy scene or something out of a movie, but he was in the audience, and he was like, I think you'll be an incredible writer. And I said, I hated English. And he was like laughing. He was like, that's structure, not creative. I think you'll be an amazing writer. So he would invite me to his house, and I stayed in his guest house. He gave me like 2 weeks, 2 week check, and it was the strangest relationship because we would be arguing at Fuddruckers, a 17-year-old kid from the projects, and this 65-year-old white man, and he hated the fact that I got my burger well done. And I would be cursing him out in Fuddruckers as a teenager, and it would just be the most odd couple you would ever see. You know what I'm saying? But I remember waking up at 7, 8 a.m. and sitting at his desk and pitching jokes basically all day.
Wow.
All day, and them not working. Like them in the main thing that I learned from him was not what you say, is how you say it. Because I could be explaining a joke, but he was like, I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, yo, 17.
Like, yo, I'm funny.
I'm like, yo, I'm
like,
killing.
yo,
He like, but I don't get it. And he's like, and that taught me a major lesson. You know what I mean? So it's not about, especially in my writing, it's not about how I receive it. It's how the people reading it receive it. So
how'd you land that? Because you became the writer on LeBron's show Survivor Remorse.
Yes.
How did that all?
How that all came about? Where listen, I always give credit to Kenya Barris, as he was an individual that I got to witness become a showrunner. And I never knew that was even a position, even though my mentor, Michael Caine, was a seasoned writer. I never saw myself in that position, and that's where representation is important, where it was another black man in that position where I was like, oh, now I can do it, which sounds naive, but it is what it is. And that's what I got to witness him put together Blackish, and that whole experience inspired me to really dive into my writing, take the tools that Michael Caine gave me and really apply it. And next thing you know, I get an offer to be a writer for Survivor's Remorse after guest starring on the show for 2 episodes. Me and the showrunner, Mike O'Malley, shout out to Mike, man. He believed in me. He gave me a shot. We had a chemistry like no other in those 2 episodes where we were just riffing, where he was behind the camera just throwing things, and I was slam dunking everything that he would say. So I got invited to SR, and I wrote 2 seasons. And from there, then segue to writing for The Last OG, in which I was starring for as well.
Yeah,
so,
your character on The Last OG.
Yeah.
Yo, do you realize how funny you are? Or
no. Listen, I'm as a true thespian, and if my job is to make you laugh, that's what I'm going to do. If my job is to make you cry, that's what I'm going to do. I've been very fortunate to be a part of some very iconic shows and have
Blackish. You on
Blackish?
Blackish?
Yeah, some really cool comedic moments. Was dope. Like that's what I live for, man. To be able to perform, to be able to have the opportunity to showcase my talent, my God-given talent. Like I said, this was instant. Like as soon as I started doing it, I am what you see. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I know that's a gift from God. So I've just really tried my best to maximize every opportunity. Like you've seen me on actual set where this is not just for play for me. When we're on set, like every take, I'm dead serious.
Now, I'm gonna tell you how I knew you were the real deal. So before Wonder Years, you and I had already known each other.
Right.
But and so it was weird because y'all were on Zoom, and I heard your voice. And, EJ's so professional. He you try to get his attention. He like stop. I'm like, yo, tell him you know. That's bro. Tell bro. Yeah. And he like, you know what I'm saying? But I was happy to know that you were a part of that. But where was I going with that?
Well, we just talking about just while on set, just being.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
While on set, I realized about you that in the table read, you come like you in the playoffs, like it's the finals.
Yeah.
You're not like, and then I went to the store. You're like, and then, right?
Yeah, no,
like you being full-fledged
but
character.
that come from fighting, man. That come from like I've touched every position in this game, from from an extra to one line to 5 lines to co-star to guest star to reoccurring to top of show to being a series regular to the number 1 on the call sheet. You know what I'm saying? So I've always had to make the best out of every opportunity, and I'm a firm believer of every opportunity creates another opportunity. Yeah. Where I had to always pop. That was all I had, was 1 or 2 lines. Like, I commend every actor that has made a career off of that, because it's so difficult. It's almost like underappreciating the 6-man.
Right.
Knowing that he got to come in there instantly and give you energy. He got to be hot off the bench. Like, he can't come out and warm up or get the sort of runway that the starters get. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of moments in films where it's like, I had to just take this moment and really make the most out of it. And that's where that comes from. Like, I tell people all the time, I used to act to eat. Like, that's a different approach at this thing. You know what I'm saying? So
it's like me being in the hood hooping.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, I don't care who you trained with.
Yep.
I don't care how many times you've been in the gym.
Yep.
You're going to have to drag me out of here before I let you.
Yeah, you're not going to want it more than me. You're not going to want it more than me. You may have all the skills. You may have everything better than me, but your pedigree could be out of the roof. But you're not going to want it more than me.
And very few people play both ends of the floor.
Yeah.
So I came down. I'm coming down. I got the ultra green light.
Yeah.
Right? My coach ain't yelling at me for taking shots.
Right.
I'm coming down killing.
Right.
Then I'm coming down the other end like, I'm about to stop you from that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Your coach going to sub you out for mine, sub me out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, seeing that work ethic, because I seen it firsthand.
Yeah.
Then I look up, bruh, you on tour with the Wu-Tang Clan. What the heck?
Yeah. That was crazy. Shout out to Danny Hastings, RZA, Method Man, of course, man. Those are my bro, Method Man. We've done several projects, but that was just super cool, man. I've been doing martial arts since I was like 17. And it's Eastern philosophy. I've always been just gravitated to samurais and different things like that. So I had the opportunity to train with samurais in Japan.
What?
So I had just returned from that when Danny asked me to be a part of one of RZA's music videos.
Okay. And
I'm right off the plane. I drove all straight to Palm Springs, did the video, and just came right back. Didn't think nothing of it. So I get a call, and they just announced their Las Vegas residence. No, this is before then. No. So I get a call that they're doing the, I think it was the 35th anniversary of 36 Chambers. And RZA was putting together this sort of theatrical musical performance with the album, where we were doing it at the Gramercy Theater off Broadway, and we sold out 3 nights. I did 2 sort of performances as a samurai, and this was right after I did the New York Marathon, so it was an incredible week. And the next year, they announced their Las Vegas residency, and then they gave me a call and they said they wanted to be a part of it. So I was basically the halftime show.
Man, let me give you your flowers. Let me go on and give you your flowers, bro, because let me tell you something, bro. Anytime I call you, whether it's about business, personal, whether it's about your nephew EJ, I want to put him in the headlock. He just, he's so super talented, and the way his thought process is, I sometimes forget that he's so gifted and that he don't process things the way I process it. And so I thank you for helping me navigate some of that water.
Always, man.
But you always there for me, bro.
I try to be.
Always there. Like, no, seriously, bro.
Yeah, no, man.
You are always there for me whenever I call you.
I'm a servant to people, man. I've been like that since I was a kid. I've just, like, I get a joy out of helping people, find themselves. You know, like I've helped, I think over 10 people run their first marathons, and I love being able to contribute to someone's personal growth. That is, I get a lot out of it.
Let's talk about that, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, I think you're one marathon away from like being.
Oh, no, I'm like, so I'm trying to get all the
record?
majors. No, so I've ran 13 marathons.
I just know when I came to your crib, you had a whole bunch.
Yeah. I got 13 marathons. I'm 4 away from getting all of the majors.
Okay, I thought it was 1. Okay,
all the majors.
Bro, that's still more than I've ever done. Like, you are in crazy, super duper shape, bro.
Yeah. No, I think my physical representation is a actual representation of my manifestation.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
say that. Hold on. Say that again for the quiet in the back. Somebody's driving in their car, and they like, wait, what that?
My physical representation is an actual, representation of my manifestation. Being that if I don't get up and work out, it's about being present. It's about being present in the day and making sure I do what I need to do today. And if I do what I need to do every day, when I when I get to the future, I'll be what I need to be. I can manifest. Yeah. I can literally manifest what I want, because if I'm consistent doing it daily. So my body is a physical representation of me being consistent, me manifesting that I want to be healthy and I want to be in great shape. I got to do something about that every day.
Right.
So manifestation is doing something every day to pursue. It's not just, I'm thinking and it's just going to fall in your lap. No, the thinking is supposed to drive action. And that's where proper manifestation comes. So my physical is a representation of that.
I mean, your future is constantly calling.
Yeah.
And so you constantly answering that call every day.
I say it like you're presently in your future now. So
because time doesn't exist, but that's a whole
nother conversation. We've had that one. You know what I'm saying? We've had that one. But as long as you're present and you know what you want to do at that particular moment, you will build the future that you want. Most people just aren't present enough. They're either thinking about the past or the future.
So what would you say to that one person, man? Because, I'm from the hood, you from the hood.
Yeah.
We both have climbed our way out of the hood. There's somebody who just can't really resonate with our story, right? Or I take that back. They believe that our story is more like Santa Claus. Like, yeah, I hear it, but it's not really, that ain't really real. It's not real to me. It can't really happen. To talk to somebody who come from the walks of life to where you came from, and they might not necessarily want to be a writer or an actor, but they want to be successful. Like, they literally want to be successful. Damn. What will you say to them to help build them up to that? Because I want you to say that, and then I want you to break down that 20-mile, I think it's...
Oh, when your mind breaks.
Yeah, the 20-mile stretch. Can you please break that down for my listeners?
Okay. As far as, speaking to a young person that's in my position, or may have been, it may be even worse as far as coming out of their neighborhood or underserved community or a broken home, it sounds so cliche, but I've profoundly gotten a space where I truly understand I could do anything I want to do. And the problem that I had early on coming out the neighborhood was that my world was too small to even know what I really wanted. Where I didn't explore the world. I didn't get the opportunity to see different cultures or embrace different information to even assess what I truly want. I could have these abilities because there's so many talented people in the neighborhood, but they don't have a want to drive it. So I always urge, everybody from the neighborhood to explore, go visit areas, go visit cultures, embrace the unknown, because often that is our biggest hurdle, is that we sometimes turn our trauma into culture, and we become prideful of it, and we don't want to explore other options to sort of deal with, mental health, as segueing right into when you get to a mile 20 in your marathon, your mind breaks. And that's why I love when I run with people, I run with them to mile 20, then I leave them. because that's a personal journey where at that particular moment your body is trying to stop you. Anything it could do to stop you from running, it's trying to do that. So if you were bullied or if you've been whatever you're running from, it's going to come right in front of you, and you're going to have to deal with it. Just because when you're running a marathon or just long distance running, it's you versus you, and you'll be surprised if you allow yourself to beat you. And that's where when people cross that line at a marathon, they're so tearful, they're so emotional, is because our biggest challenge is ourselves. And for you to run 26.2 miles, you've proven to yourself. You got a physical representation of your manifestation of this impossible goal that only 1% of the earth has done, and you just accomplished that. So now you can apply that same energy, that same memory, that muscle memory of accomplishing something that seems so far into anything you want. So that's where running, and that's where mental health applies to, my fitness.
So let me park there. I'm a parallel park there theoretically. There's someone out there who, this is your mile 20. It's your mile 20, and you might have to turn off the phone, put it in airplane mode, do not disturb. You might have to not pull out with the homies, with the girls. This is your mile 20. This ain't the time to be focusing on anybody else. Focus on you and push and get through there. Because you said something. You said that you'll be surprised that you'll beat yourself. What did you say?
It's only, when you're running your marathon, you're against yourself. It's you versus you. So you'll be surprised on how often you let yourself beat you.
How you let yourself beat you. So this is not the time to let yourself beat you. This is your mile 20 and whatever it is. Somebody been working on that job. They have not been appreciated. Somebody has been in school having a hard time, but you about to graduate. Someone's going to get ready to graduate. Someone's about to get that degree, about to get that diploma. Somebody's in between jobs. Somebody know that they calling, they should be doing something else. Somebody might be struggling in their marriage. So whatever it is, we calling it your mile 20, and this is not the time to allow yourself to beat yourself, to beat you. This is not it. This is not that. And it's that marathon thing, because what I've learned from trying to train with you, first of all, let me just say,
I wasn't gonna bring that up. I was gonna stall you out. Let
me just say that I'm a basketball player. And we stop and go for a living. Get back. But I didn't know that training with you that I had to relearn how to run.
Yeah.
Because basketball players, we go
on your toes.
Toe, hill.
Yeah.
When I was training with you, dude, I had to learn how to go heel, toe. I thought I was dancing.
Yeah, I was watching some, I think on YouTube or something. They was just talking about how, the injuries and sort of the consistency of these, one sport athletes, and how when you cross train, it allows you to sort of negate some of those injuries, just because when you cross train, you naturally go into different modes.
Right.
So I think just from that logic, if in these injuries are these high injury moments where there's like, oh, this particular move is stressing out this particular muscle. In other sports, you would be in a different position. So you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I can see. So that's where I feel it's important. I think it's really, and it's been important for me with martial arts, basketball, long distance running, boxing, all of these different, sports. Yoga. I've been really into yoga lately.
Yeah, my boy Pooch Hall trying to get me to do this hot yoga.
Oh, you need to get into it. You need to get into it. Nah, yoga's everything, because it's your core is everything.
You need to do hot yoga.
Yeah, it's
in the sauna.
Yeah. Because when I tell you, you leave like you feel like you've given yourself a personal massage.
Bro,
your body feels amazing.
Through y'all.
I'm telling you, go get into it, man. No, yoga. Don't say no to yoga. Don't say no to yoga.
I don't mind the yoga, but it's the hot yoga. Now, I don't mind getting in the sauna for 15 minutes.
I would say try the other yoga first and then graduate.
Okay,
to that.
then I
graduate to that.
Yeah,
there's more. There's a lot of styles that.
Yeah, y'all trying to have me pass.
No. Do a restore or something like that. Do something that's kind of just
more my
ease yourself into it because it's tough. Like it is tough.
So we wrapping this up.
Yeah.
Being an athlete yourself, we need to talk about your Avengers, and I'm not talking about Marvel. I'm talking about you assembling the band.
Come on, man.
You got to go in and you like, yo, I'm not accepting no excuses. What is your top 5? And if you need a 6, but that could be a 5, that's cool. Is your 5? I'm not gonna argue with you. What's your 5? It's like give me them against everybody.
Against everybody.
Everybody. And they gonna get it done.
What era are we playing in?
This your 5.
But I'm just that's important, man.
Hey, bro, oh, you want to know if you're allowed to dunk or if you're allowed to stay in the paint?
It's physical, like you know.
Everything got different rules.
Right.
Are they calling the carry? Is it the Euro era? You know.
If we versus everybody,
right.
I'm gonna start with the center position first. Okay. So I'm going with Shaq. Going with Shaq. Yeah. Like most dominant, and I don't care what era you play him in. If he wants a bucket, he getting a bucket.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody, he gonna seal you. He gonna do all of that. Gotta go with Bean, Kobe. Okay. Gotta go with Kobe, Killer. Who do I want at the?
Who got the 1?
At the 1. But we going versus everybody.
Everybody. You got Chris Paul. You got John Stockton. Who you got? Magic. Who you got?
I got Magic's my favorite player.
Yeah.
I'm going Magic. I'm going Magic. I gotta go Magic.
Shaq, Cole, Magic.
Yeah, Magic. The defense. The defense is the only thing. But he gon'. Okay, so Magic. We gonna go Magic, Kobe, Shaq. Olajuwon at the 4.
Man, talk about footwork.
Olajuwon at the 4.
Talk about footwork.
Imagine,
he could play the 4 too.
He could play the 4. No, he could play the 4.
Yeah.
And I know at this he could hit a 3 if he needed to. If he had to add that to his game, Olajuwon got a jumper. And I go Bron. Go Brown.
That's not a bad 5.
I go Brown with the 3.
Do you need a remainder? You need a 6-man?
Yeah. 6 men. I'ma go. Man, who am I go with? 6 man. I'm just like I go Steph.
Steph.
Yeah, I go
Okay.
Steph.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, that's a good 5.
Yeah, because if like I said, if they want to go small with their guard, we put in Steph, and it's a problem.
Okay, nothing wrong with that.
We got big point guard with Magic. I'm against the world with that. Mm-hmm.
I take that. Listen, I'm gonna give you final words. Look into the camera. That's your camera right there.
Which one am I right there?
This one.
Right. Okay.
This one's your camera right there. And just encourage somebody. Talk to somebody. Whatever God put on your heart.
Man. Be obsessed with success. Anything short of that, you're running the same race that everyone else is. But the problem is that we're usually playing from behind. And, Chris Rock got the joke where his neighbors are dentists. Mm-hmm. He's the greatest comedian. Unfortunately, that is what we're up against. And being obsessed with success allows you to take that energy and use it positively. So challenge yourself that you are your most dominant thought. So whatever you want to be, surround yourself with thinking that, and then I promise you, your life will begin to speak it. Again, that manifestation, doing something towards that dream or that obsession will it will materialize. So everyone be obsessed out there.
Man, my man, Allen.
Appreciate
You, bro. Thank you so much for showing your boy some love. You are truly a brother. I mean that. That's it for today's episode of The Art of Rebounding. Listen, the fall isn't what defines you. It's how you rise that writes your story. I'm going to say that again. The fall isn't what defines you. It's how you rise that writes your story. And that's what writes your legacy. Whether you're rebounding from a loss, recentering your purpose, or just learning how to stand again, know this. You are not alone. You were never alone. You're not alone. You learn. Now sound like my boy Peter Parker we had one in a little bit. You're not alone, man. And you were made for more. You need to understand that. You were built to bounce back. Please know that. Until next time, keep on showing up, keep on positioning yourself, and keep on pushing with purpose, because your rebound isn't just coming. It's already in motion. Find me on social media on all platforms at Lefty Williams 42. I'm always down to hear about your comebacks and how you were able to reposition yourself. And remember, until next time, dare to dream.